So, I'm going to talk a little bit about the 12 characteristics of a creative organization. Just like an individual uses their ability and capacity and talents, organizations also use talents and abilities of their members for the production of new products, providing various services and various processes in various ways. So, let's think about what a creative organization is. There are 12 characteristics of a creative organization. Actually, there are probably a million, but at least in this presentation, I'm going to cover 12. The first one is thoughtful persons. It's the first and most important characteristic of a creative organization. It's that it has persons with the aptitude to think, who have their own ideas and have the capacity to think and understand, and who also have a broader understanding about almost all spheres, meaning everything around them in that environment. Number two, so number one is thoughtful persons. We have to have thoughtful persons. Number two, adequate recognition. The creative organization gives adequate recognition to the creative people and the contributions made by them. Besides, they're also motivated by rewarding or promoting them for the challenging jobs performed, so that they can provide better contributions in the future. Okay, number three, impartial and objective approach. Now, let me go back. Number one was thoughtful persons. That's our most important. Number two, adequate recognition. Number three, impartial and objective approach. In a creative organization, the entrepreneur has an impartial and objective approach toward his employees. The ideas of the employees are evaluated on the basis of their utility and not on the basis of the position of idea providers. Right? Okay. Number four, we did number three, impartial and objective approach. Number four is open communication. In creative organizations, the provision is for open communication, like two-way communication, the free exchange of ideas, the use of proper communication methods, and frequent and regular communication. Besides, you won't find any secrecy in creative organizations. So open communication, very important. Number five, autonomy at all levels of the organization. Autonomy in the creative organization may be observed at all levels. The members of the organization present modern ideas in a place of old and obsolete ideas, and execution is also handled accordingly. But besides, the members and the people have also full freedom to make initiations and selections in their functions so that decisions can be taken in accordance with the prevailing circumstances. Creative organization structure is very autonomous. Autonomy at all levels of the organization. Number six, adopting additional dimensions. In the creative organization, additional dimensions and techniques like suggestion systems, brainstorming type things, problem solving methods, these are all adopted in creative organizations, all these additional dimensions. And they're in addition to the traditional standard ways that they operate. Number seven, they bear failures with ease. The creative organization bears failures with ease when they have them. Besides, these organizations give due respect to the ideas expressed by various people and their relations, and they don't reject anything outright by treating them as impractical or worthless, so that even more ideas can be presented in the future. They bear failures with ease. Number eight, encouragement for contacts and relations. This one's kind of interesting. Creative organizations provide encouragement to their employees, managers, and officers to develop and establish contacts and relationships with the executives of external organizations and competing institutions, right? That's so that the useful ideas of outsiders don't simply disappear, that they might come into the organization. Creative organizations encourage employees to make contacts and relationships. Creative organizations take full acceptance of changes. The employees in creative organizations are not only ready to adopt new changes, but also to fully accept those new changes. Number 10 is the adoption of a heterogeneous personnel policy. Okay, a heterogeneous personnel policy. Creative organizations adopt a policy like there's nothing that forces them to stick to existing traditions and past decisions and established working methods. Efforts are made to solve problems and find solutions of the organization, but not necessarily with specific methods. And also, these heterogeneous organizations these types of organizations have policies that typically encourage fun, enjoyment, happiness, as well as new initiatives. Okay, number 11, decentralized organizational framework. These organizations have a decentralized organizational framework or structure, and that's adopted always in creative organizations. Employees don't necessarily have the freedom to plan to only just plan their own activities, but they also have a very wide and sufficient opportunity for creative behavior and participation. It's because they tend to, this decentralized organizational framework tends to be a lot more unstructured. Okay, number 12, there's a basis of promotion, right? Promotions are happening. In creative organizations, the selections for promotions are based on merit, are based only on merit or qualities, right? So they're really sort of focusing on who's being creative. Okay, let me run through all 12 one more time really quickly. Number 1, the most important one, thoughtful persons. Number 2, adequate recognition. Number 3, impartial and objective approach. Number 4, open communication. Number 5, autonomy at all levels of organization. Number 6, adopting additional dimensions. Number 7, to bear failures with ease. Number 8, encouragement for contacts and relations. Number 9, full acceptance of changes. Number 10, adoption of heterogeneous personnel policy. Number 11, decentralized organizational framework. And number 12, basis of promotion. All right, now that you've got all of that, let's take a quiz.